Type 2 diabetes is a chronic condition in which the body fails to regulate blood sugar. Glucose is an essential substrate in the body, important in many processes that give energy. It is the body's primary energy source. Its levels are regulated by the hormone called insulin, produced by the pancreas, which allows cells to absorb glucose and use it in metabolism. When it comes to type 2 diabetes, there is an impairment in the body's ability to regulate blood glucose levels. As a result, there is too much glucose in the blood, which leads to a lot of circulatory, nervous, and immune system disorders. This abnormality in glucose regulation can be a result of A. Insufficient insulin production by the pancreas. B. Reduced response to insulin by your body cells, resulting in poor uptake, known as insulin resistance. In this scenario, the body produces enough insulin, but the cells respond poorly to it. The above-mentioned mechanisms may arise either as a result of your lifestyle or due to some genetic factors. This is a reason why lifestyle choices play a very important role in the prevention and management of type 2 diabetes. If not carefully regulated, high blood sugar levels, also called hyperglycemia, may damage the eyes, kidneys, heart, and nerves. Symptoms and signs of type 2 diabetes. The onset of type 2 diabetes is often subtle. Some discover it after they have been living with it for years. This is why prevention of the condition is far better than cure. Here are some signs to look out for. Frequent urination, increased thirst, polydipsia, increased appetite and food consumption, polyphagia, unexplained loss of weight, general fatigue, poor wound healing, reduced vision. When you feel these symptoms, it is high time you visit your local clinic or hospital for a checkup. Managing type 2 diabetes. As diabetes is caused by multiple factors, lifestyle choices, genetic predispositions, and others, we have to approach its management from different angles. This means we have to combine different methods to effectively fight against it. Let us look at some things you can do at home to beat this pathology. Lifestyle approach. The first thing your physician will emphasize when it comes to the prevention or management of type 2 diabetes is leading a healthy life. Here are some of the things you can start doing today if you are to stay healthy. 1. Manage your body mass index. Being overweight is something that predisposes you to develop type 2 diabetes. The majority of obese or overweight people develop some insulin resistance due to excess visceral fat. Insulin resistance later evolves into diabetes, so it is ideal to keep your weight in check. The more weight you lose and the more you approach your ideal body mass index, the more benefit you reap. 2. Exercise more. As we have heard, hyperglycemia can result from reduced insulin sensitivity by body cells. Exercising helps when it comes to increasing cell sensitivity to insulin. It also helps with being overweight. The more you exercise, the more fat you burn. Any form of exercise is ideal, be it aerobics, the gym, or any sporting activity. If you cannot tolerate these exercises yet, 30 minutes of rapid walking per day is another recommended approach. As you exercise, your body gets to burn glucose more efficiently. 3. Quit smoking. Smoking is bad for your body. It has been that someone who smokes increases their risk of developing diabetes by 44%. If you are already diabetic, smoking increases your risk of developing circulatory conditions, including blindness. 4. Drink more water. Drinking water regularly and staying clear of sweetened beverages help in the regulation of blood glucose levels. As well as keeping you hydrated, water is essential when it comes to the expulsion of excess sugar via urine. It has been proved by some researchers that drinking water regularly and staying hydrated lowers the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. 5. Avoid alcoholic beverages. In addition to the damage they cause to the liver and the pancreas organs that are essential in glycemic control, alcohol contains a high carbohydrate. Most of this excess carbohydrate is converted to body fat, which increases insulin resistance. 6. Stay away from refined sugars or rapid sugars. Refined sugars are digested fast, and they flood your system with glucose, causing an overwhelming spike in glycemia. Your body will suddenly be flooded with a lot of sugar, It cannot process, thus exacerbating the diabetic condition. When taking carbohydrates, stick to those with a low glycemic index, low G1. These are carbohydrates that take longer to digest and absorb. Examples of low GI foods include oats, barley, beans, lentils, non-sweetened yogurt. It is also advisable to closely monitor your overall carbohydrate intake since these are converted into glucose by your body. Many people follow a low-carb diet, which helps them manage their blood sugars effectively. 7. Reduce stress. When stressed, your body releases the so-called stress hormones, cortisol and glucagon. These act on the body by releasing more sugar into the bloodstream, resulting in higher blood sugar levels. One must reduce their stress levels by meditating, doing some sporting activities, doing regular exercises, and other relaxation practices. Get enough sleep. Sleep affects your sugar levels in many ways. For starters, poor sleep increases the blood cortisol levels. A hormone we have learned provokes elevated blood sugar levels. Poor sleep also causes poor eating habits that result in a high intake of food, causing weight gain. One should get quality sleep, at least 6 to 8 hours a day. To do this, you must exercise regularly, have a proper sleep schedule, avoid stimulants like caffeine during the night, avoid screens at night since light from phones, televisions, and computers affect your sleep, avoid alcohol. Herbs and remedies. Used in type 2 diabetes. Now we have looked at the lifestyle changes one can apply in their life. These usually go a long way in preventing and managing diabetes. However, when we combine these changes with some special herbs and remedies, we can effectively get on top of the pathology. Let us look at some useful methods other people find helpful and the merits of each. Aloe vera. This plant is used in a wide range of pathologies. When it comes to type 2 diabetes, studies have proven how useful it is in management. It has multiple properties that are beneficial to your body. Some studies have shown how it protects and heals the insulin-secreting cells of the pancreas, called beta cells. This increases the levels of insulin in the body and thus prevents hyperglycemia. Its antioxidant property is responsible for this outcome. In this way, the symptoms of diabetes get to disappear. It also protects cells of organs like the eyes and the kidneys from the damage caused by high blind glucose levels. Thus, adverse effects of diabetes like blindness and kidney disease are reduced and prevented. Aloe vera can be taken as it is, though some find it bitter. You can reduce the bitterness by adding it to buttermilk. One can also grind it up and add it to smoothies, or they can take the commercial aloe vera capsules. 2. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, rich in acetic acid, is a compound that has been shown to reduce post-meal levels of blood glucose. It has been shown also to reduce the levels of HbA1c, called glycated hemoglobin, which is used in monitoring sugars over 3 months. Apple cider vinegar is thought to achieve this feat by stimulating the cell's ability to absorb and use insulin, thus stimulating glucose use and uptake by cells. It is also held responsible for delaying the postprandial stomach emptying, thus making sure food gets absorbed slowly to not overwhelm your system with a sudden spike in glucose levels. You can either take 1 or 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar with meals or before bed. If you hesitate to take it directly, you can add it to your salads. 3. Ginger. Ginger is known for its effectiveness in many inflammatory conditions and digestive system problems. In type 2 diabetes, ginger has been shown to improve glycemic control. It has been shown to reduce insulin resistance by acting on enzymes involved in carbohydrate metabolism. As a result, people who take ginger have better control of their blood glucose levels. When it comes to its consumption, you can take ginger in the form of ginger tea, ginger capsules, ginger ale, ginger powder added to meals. 4. Cinnamon. In people with type 2 diabetes, the spice cinnamon plays a variety of useful roles. When it comes to blood glucose levels, the spice reduces insulin resistance and ameliorates the cell use of insulin. It also helps in the slow rate of carbohydrates in the body, thus a more prolonged and controlled absorption of glucose, limiting postprandial spikes in blood glucose levels. It also helps in reducing total body cholesterol, triglycerides, and LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol. In addition, it has been proven to be a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from oxidative stress and helps when it comes to having a lean body. A word of caution: do not take an excessive amount of cinnamon since it can cause liver failure due to its active compound called coumarin. For the modes of consumption, you can prepare some warm water and add half a teaspoon of powdered or ground cinnamon daily. Take the raw form and add it to boiling water and consume. Use it when baking. Take cinnamon supplements. 5. Gymnema. This herb, mostly found in India, whose name, Gymnema sylvestre, translates to sugar destroyer, is used as a remedy for type 2 diabetes. It has been shown to be very effective in reducing blood glucose levels significantly. That is not its only benefit. It also helps in reducing weight and fat accumulation, thus helping in reducing insulin resistance. As we know, diabetes is a disease that can result in cell and organ damage. Gymnema also helps in protecting cells from this damage due to its antioxidant properties. You can either use the leaves or the leaf extracts to lower your blood glucose. 6. Fenugreek. This seed, used as a spice in certain cultures, is well known for its medicinal properties. In the maintenance of blood glucose levels, this spice helps by slowing down the digestion of carbohydrates and sugars. In general, it lowers blood sugar levels, HbA1c, and also the body's cholesterol levels. Research has also shown how it delays or prevents the onset of type 2 diabetes in those who are predisposed to this pathology. It can be taken in different ways: added to warm water to make a drink, as a spice in food, as a supplement in the form of a capsule, as a powder consumed directly. It makes your urine smell like maple syrup as a side effect. This is totally harmless. 7. Berberine. Commonly found in such plants as golden seal, barberry, etc., this substance stimulates the uptake and use of glucose by body cells, thus lowering sugar levels in the blood. It also acts on the pancreas by stimulating insulin production. It is advised not to use berberine while pregnant. 8. Milk thistle. Due to its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, milk thistle is ideal as a remedy for treating type 2 diabetes. It acts on sugar levels by lowering blood glucose levels. 9. Bitter melon. This traditional fruit has been cooked by different cultures and consumed for medicinal purposes. It acts on fasting sugar levels, lowering them and thus helping treat diabetes. You can either take the seeds in juice form or as supplements if you cannot stand the bitter taste of the fruit. Supplements. Certain microelements are essential in metabolism. One can find these at their local pharmacy, and they go a long way in helping glucose metabolism. Here's a quick run through some of those elements and how each one ameliorates your normal metabolism. 1. Zinc. In some studies, zinc supplements have been proven to aid in lowering blood sugar levels and the overall HbA1c. Those with diabetes have been seen to be low on zinc, and taking zinc supplements has helped them prevent some diabetes-related complications. Zinc also plays a cell protective role due to its antioxidant properties. 2. Chromium. The trace element chromium has a role to play in the metabolism of fats and carbohydrates. It also increases insulin sensitivity in body cells, thus allowing the reduction of sugar levels. A deficit in this micronutrient results in impaired glucose metabolism. You can either take it as supplements, or you can find it in foods like vegetables, fruits, whole grains, meat. 3. Magnesium. This is yet another element that is required for efficient metabolism. Involved in more than 300 metabolic pathways, magnesium helps in reducing insulin resistance. It can be found as supplements or in foods like green vegetables, nuts, seeds, dark chocolate, etc. 4. Probiotics. These are the so-called good bacteria that help your gut to digest and absorb foods. Those with type 2 diabetes who take a variety of probiotics have improved glycemic control. There is a wide range of supplements and food that contain active probiotics: kimchi, yogurts, kefir, tempeh, sauerkraut. Conclusion: there are multiple factors involved in the onset of type 2 diabetes. The approach to its prevention and treatment also involves a lot of methods. Diabetes is generally a multisystemic and chronic condition that can lead to blindness, kidney failure, strokes, and heart attack. Its management, therefore, focuses on strict control of weight and blood sugar. Lifestyle changes are important since they help in reducing insulin resistance and obesity. These changes, when combined with some herbs and supplements, can help you lead an agreeable and healthy life. You can talk to your physician or dietitian if you are finding it hard to control your sugars. Some herbs might interact with certain conventional medications, so try to consult your doctor when you feel some malaise.